The fourth speaker this evening is code 148, performing the Metamorphosis.
Gregor? Gregor, what's the matter? Didn't you want to get going?
As Gregor Samsa awoke
From unsettling dreams.
one morning
He found himself transformed.
into a monstrous vermin.
It was no dream.
What has happened to me?
Hard-working businessman Gregor Samsa has selflessly slaved away in a miserable job to provide a comfortable life for his parents.
And would give anything to send his sister Greta to the violin conservatory.
However, Gregor's life becomes a nightmare when he awakes to find himself, well...
Transformed into a monstrous and hideous insect which resembles a dung beetle, smells like sewage, oozes a repulsive brown liquid, and sounds like 1,000 souls screaming.
He's a big bug.
However, Gregor's transformation is only the first.
And far from the most disturbing.
In his family's eyes, Gregor's worth dissipates until he is nothing but the vermin he has become.
This, the family's transformation, reveals the vicious and terrifying core of human nature, begging us to question.
Who, finally, is the real vermin?
This is Franz Kafka's famed and timelessly poignant existential tale.
The
Metamorphosis, translated by Donna Freed. Gregor?
Oh, God almighty, what has happened to me?
Did you want to go to work?
Yes, thank you. I'm just getting up.
Gregor was shocked when he heard the sound of his voice.
Unmistakably his own, true.
But a voice.
A voice in which, as if from below...
A persistent...
intruded.
Gregor, open the door, I beg you!
Gregor had no intention of opening the door.
Gregor!
None.
Gregor, please!
Whatsoever.
Before his metamorphosis, Gregor woke so early in the morning, it was almost night.
4 o'clock.
Every day, Gregor would get dressed.
Every day.
Gregor went to work.
Every day I go to work. What a grueling profession. There's no freedom, it's mindless and spineless. And all this getting up early makes you totally stupid.
And for what?
And for what? If I weren't holding back because of my parents, I would have quit this job long ago.
But no.
What has happened?
Father, come quickly.
Why?
Something's happened to Gregor.
What? Oh, dear.
Yes, dear?
Not you. Something's happened to Gregor.
Oh, dear.
Yes, dear?
Not you.
Let's go.
Okay, Gregor. Gregor, honey. This is Mother. Would you please open the door?
Move it, woman. Gregor, this is Father. Open this door. What the hell was that?
Gregor is sick!
Gregor, open this door.
Open the door!
Open the door!
Gregor could not open the door. Because Gregor could not grasp the key with his new... things. So with much effort, Gregor unlocked the door by taking the key in his mouth.
Gregor, for God's sake, open this door.
Okay.
And they screamed.
Because Gregor was ugly.
Shut the door! Shut the door!
The father forced Gregor back into the room.
The door was slammed shut. And all was still.
A little time later, Gregor's father swore a dreadful oath.
An order. In view of his present condition, Gregor will need to be detained under strict confinement.
This caused Greta serious concern.
And so she decided to bring her brother some food. She selected vegetables, bones, raisins, almonds, bread, butter, and cheese.
It's rotten.
It's cheese. And she tiptoed in with the bowl for Gregor. Row!
The fresh food, however, did not appeal to him. He was primarily drawn to the cheese.
Despite his condition,
The father considered only the strictest measures appropriate when dealing with Gregor.
an order. Gregor earned enough money to meet the expenses of this family. Money will still need to be earned. We must all go to work every day.
As the family went to work, Gregor, forgetting his human past, acquired the habit of crawling on the walls
This is new.
and hanging from the ceiling.
Oh my God.
He liked hanging from the ceiling.
In the meantime, the whole family ceased to tend to Gregor. And for what?
And for what? To work every day?
To work every day?
To work?
To work?
To
To
work,
work?
work, work?
No! The family cannot be expected to do this. Their lives had been so pleasant until now. And Gret should be playing violin. If only she'd play.
Suddenly, the father, as if by an invisible and relentless force, breathed a sigh.
Gret, the family is tired and miserable. Play violin for us.
Of course.
That music is a beautiful dream. I have to get closer. And, as if obeying some secret injunction, Gregor crept forward to the door. Seduced by the playing, he ventured farther forward. Too far. Gregor!
Gregor, get out of here!
Repulsive animal! Then, without thinking, Gregor picked up a bunch of apples and began to fiercely bombard his son. It was as if the music directed his movement to violence.
Finally, an apple was lodged into Gregor's back. Plagued, he began to crawl back into his room.
The door was slammed shut, and all was still. The apple, however, remained embedded in Gregor's flesh.
He should have been prepared for some changes. And yet,
could this indeed still be the father?
the mother?
Gret?
We can't go on like this.
Gret?
Maybe you don't realize it, but I do. We can't go on living with such a creature. We have to get rid of it. We've done everything humanly possible to tolerate it. No one could reproach us.
What has happened to you?
What has happened to us? There's nothing we can do.
But he-
It'll kill you both. We all work too hard to come home to this torture. Kill it.
Yes. Yes. I think it would be best.
Gregor Samsa does not exist.
Because Gregor Samsa cannot exist.
All on his own behind the door,
Gregor had no more strength.
his thoughts full of tenderness and love, went back to his family.
Gret! Come play a while.
Of course.
It's so beautiful. Gret, it's me. Gret, it's me. Help me. Please. Please, Gret.
Yes. I'm sure it is for the best.